Welcome to Campfire Wisdom. Grab a seat around the fire and tell us your story.
I'm up here at Hannah Flats Campground in Big Bear, California. The sun's setting. I've got a fire that's crackling. And today was just fantastic. I got here, got settled in, and it was supposed to be hot, but we ended up getting some cloud cover and some rain. Thunder was going all day, and it forced me to be really minimalist with the camp. And when I say that, I was basically keeping everything either in my car or covered because I wasn't sure when it was going to start raining, if it was going to start raining. So it was this constant battle between, okay, should I put out my hammock? All right, should I put out the slack line? All right, I'm going to put her away. I'm going to bring it back. And in the end, it was just a good time. So got a chance to take a little power nap, which of course, for those of you who are campers, know that the nap is that's the golden jewel of camping. My neighbor Bernie introduced me to pitch pine. It's pine wood that has been stressed, and either it was cut down or it was in a fire, and it makes the wood very sappy. You can actually smell the sap on it, but it's great for starting fires. You hear that? He gave me this whole big container of pitch pine. And then we also went about and collected some coyote mint. It's perennial, grows all year round, and you can make tea from it. For me, the idea of camping is just peaceful. It connects me to nature, makes me feel like I'm connected to my ancestors, and it gives me a sense of peace that I can't really describe. Our ancestors, like ancient man, they gathered around a fire and just talked. They shared their stories. Everyone had a job. Everyone was valued. They all had a part to play in the success of their tribe. There are countless examples from history of white men being kidnapped, being brought up in a tribal society, then being rescued, but not wanting to return to society. So they were rescued. They had a chance to return to the society that they grew up in, and they chose to leave and live with Indians. That's mind-boggling. Like, why would they do that? Why would you give up everything you've ever known? Obviously, there's something there. There's something in that society that is attractive. So there's this theory called the self-determination theory. And that theory says that human beings need three basic things in order to be happy. They need to feel competent in what they do. They need to feel authentic in their lives, that they're doing what's right, what they feel is right. And they need to feel connected to others. All of those pieces are being satisfied in a tribal society. If you think about it, there's no worry about wealth. There's no worry about who's doing better, who's doing this. Your common goal is the survival of your group. There was a study done by the Journal of Affective Disorders done in 2012, and it says, quote, "The economic and marketing forces of modern society have engineered an environment that maximizes consumption at the long-term cost of well-being. In effect, humans have dragged a body with a long hominid history into an overfed, malnourished, sedentary, sunlight-deficient, sleep-deprived, competitive, inequitable, and socially isolating environment with dire consequences." End quote. Our world is not suited for the way we were brought up. For thousands of years, we existed in small groups. We existed in tribes. We existed and benefited from helping our fellow man. It's my hope that through this conversation, and this conversation is going to go on for some time, that we'll all be a little bit more connected to ourselves, but more importantly to the way things were and our ancestors, and a simpler way of looking at life. Tribal societies flourished for thousands of years, and our society is having some challenges. I'm having some challenges. We're going to sit around a campfire from time to time. We're going to share our thoughts. We're going to share our experiences. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about friends. We're going to talk about our crews, our tribes, and bring the concept and the idea of tribal life back into our daily life. And that's my goal. If you have any thoughts, ideas, maybe you know the whereabouts of a great campsite, I'd love to hear from you. campfirewisdom@gmail.com. And I hope you'll stick around, and thanks for listening.
Campfire Wisdom is brought to you from the hills of Rancho Cucamonga. We'd like to thank the men and women that protect our national parks and forests. You make this journey possible. Theme music by Sean Cromwell.